It is Monday night, and Coast to Coast Racing League is
302
back
going to
with
the
you
pit.
for Monday Night Madness. It is a perfect night here at the Cedar Lake Speedway as the Slide Job Network and the Coast to Coast Racing Network welcome you to the Coast to Coast Racing League Outlaws. As always, we begin things off with the C Division Raiders presented by the Empire Super Sprints. And again, welcome to the pre-race show as we are in the second half of the season at the virtual Cedar Lake Speedway for tonight's live coverage of the Coast to Coast Racing League's Outlaws. Tonight's race, just one of 16 Coast to Coast Racing League divisions that compete during the week, and we're happy you've joined us for tonight's program. As we welcome you to live coverage, everyone, I'm Marty Sakala. Glad you could join us. We missed you last week. I was out with a nasty cold, but I have definitely rebounded from that, and we are ready to go racing. Currently in the second half of the season, as the series is coming off a great race at the Knoxville Raceway, and it was Jesse Atkinson getting his first win of the season, a name you don't normally hear in Coast to Coast Racing League competition. Same with Austin Stern and Blake Depenett. The Blau brothers finishing in 4th and 5th. These are how the point standings look. And division standings are brought to you by iRacing League Manager. If you run or manage an iRacing League, let iRacing League Manager make it easier for you. Go to iRacingLeagueManager.com for more information. It is Daniel Blau with the points lead with 359. He's had very nice races and been very consistent in these past few weeks. Jamie McCarran currently second. Also is competing in all the races this season and stands about 76 points behind the lead. Rory Collins third with 318. Brandon Dittmer is fourth with 309. Nathan Hall is fifth with 267. Daniel Blau leading the points with 359 to be exact. We have about 8 drivers that are competing on the full-time circuit. Nicholas Schell, Bradley Wright, John Rayner, and Bob Curtis also competed, but drivers like Luke Gazarick and Christopher Schaefer have had more of a better average finish compared to guys like Wright and Rayner, which has led to them being higher in the standings. Practice currently underway at the moment. You see the session on your screen. Right now, it is Andy Patton with an 11.792. That is currently your quickest. As we get things ready to go here in just about 5 minutes. Welcome you all to the Coast to Coast Racing League channel, Coast to Coast Racing Network. Let us know who's watching, where you're from, and who you are rooting for tonight. If you're looking for other racers that enjoy racing without all the drama and name calling of normal iRacing, come out and join the Cool Ray Coast to Coast Racing League. We have 16 divisions that race 7 days a week and currently broadcast 8 of them. Members know that they are part of something bigger than just the on-track experience. Go to www.c2cro.com and click on Apply to join in on the action. The cars are virtual, the racing is real. Hit subscribe for the Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube to catch all the Coast to Coast Racing League action. Monday Night Madness from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern as we are on the call for Raiders, Rebels, and Renegades for the Outlaws division. Welcome Home Wednesdays feature the Hometown Heroes with Joe White and OSRN from Lernerville Speedway. Joe returns for Thursday Night Thunder featuring the Dirt Modifieds and Pro Late models at 9 p.m. Mr. Plummer has been serving the Atlanta metro area for decades, and they bring experience to every job they do. Mr. Plummer is Atlanta's most trusted name in plumbing and drain services. Regardless of your plumbing issue, their dedicated staff can get the job done right the first time. Currently set for practice, and we have had a total of, I want to say 26 drivers that have taken the track for C Division practice, so we are expecting a big field and likely we'll have to kick some people out once the night ends. And according to my live timing, we've got 32 drivers that are entered. That's nearly a full field and what we usually have on the entry list. Currently in the final minutes of this practice session, Dean Reynolds of the number 79 on track with his Empire Super Sprint scheme. 6th quickest and 11.91. Should be just under 2 minutes out from beginning the session. And while we're at it, let's give you the tale of the tape for Cedar Lake Speedway. It is Wisconsin's fastest piece of real estate. That's what they call it. 1/3 mile of a track that seats 10,000. Turns are banked 12 degrees. In the straights is banked 7 degrees. Of course, we should be in for a fun one tonight. The current points leaders outside of the Raiders class. In the Rebels class, it is Lane Snook leading the way, and in Renegades continues to be Steven Goldner in a good battle for the points lead over Brandon Schultz. Of course, Dean Reynolds working on his final minutes of qualifying. Him and I talked a lot yesterday at Wheat Sports Speedway with the Super Dirt Car Series Hall of Fame 100. And we were having a little bit of fun with each other. He's saying, you better be healthy for this broadcast tomorrow, because I did well last time out. There's Mark Nee in the number 101. Tucked race in his first start with the C-Class Raiders. Currently 26th quickest with a 13.9. Of course, Dean Reynolds, the main man in charge of Super Dirt Car Series, Dirt Car Northeast, MVP for the Empire Super Sprints. Of course, the ESS coming off of a weekend at Albany, Saratoga, and Bear Ridge. We'll get to that in a little bit. But checkers are out on practice. Qualifying about to begin, and qualifying brought to you by the Pitside Podcast. Join Preston Cranmer and Roger Craig on the podcast each week as they discuss the latest news and developments in the Coast2Coast Racing League, as well as other racing news in and out of iRacing, only on the Coast2Coast Racing Network. So we'll take the logo out so you can see times. Qualifying in Coast2Coast Racing League is 3 minutes, so you got to do it very quickly. Of course, we'll update you on times as they come in. Reynolds with the quickest, 11.872. Brandon Templeton timing second quick, 11.935. And now Luke Gazaric goes to the top. Dan McLaren to the top, 11.81. 11.809 by 0.04 of a second is Dan McLaren's quick time. And now that actually belongs to Stern. Austin Stern, 11.771. He's called it a session already. Blaine Brink on the track has already finished his 2 laps. Brandon Dittmer working on his final lap, currently 8th, 11.880. So currently just about 10th behind his second lap as he crashes into the tire. Does not improve. That was a 12 even. Jamie McCarron goes quick time with 11.692. Again, 11.692 for Jamie McCarron. He is currently on provisional pole. Second in standings coming in for the Aussie. Shaughnessy finishes qualifying 25th quick at a 12.51. 12.51 for Mike Shaughnessy as we're in the final minute. Jeff Hayworth also on track, having a little fun. Current time is a 12.597 for Hayworth in the Mountain Dew number 188. Tried to go into that little pond there. Can't do that in iRacing. I've tried that already. Doesn't work. But we all wish it did. So currently with the quick time brought to you by Pitside Podcast, the only driver in the 11.6s is the driver of the number 211, Jamie McCarron. 26 drivers have taken a time, actually 27, correction there. And that will likely be the drivers that will attempt to qualify for the 20-lap feature. Truckers are about to go out here on qualifying in just a moment. And there they are. Checkers are out as we get ready for heat race number 1. And while we wait, heat race 1 brought to you by the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints, celebrating over 37 years of exciting 360 sprint car action in the northeastern United States and Canada. Stars like Paulie Colagiovanni, Jason Barney, Chuck Habing, Matt Tanner, Billy Van Imogen, and many more come to a dirt track near you. For more information, please log on to EmpireSuperSprints.com or visit our Facebook and Twitter pages. The Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints, where the tradition of excitement guaranteed lives on. 7 drivers in heat race number 1. Top 4 are inverted, and we will transfer the top 4 directly to the feature. And here is how they line up, and we actually have to update that real quick. So that way it says Cedar Lake. There we go. Nicholas Schell, Doug Lester in row 1, Andy Patt and Jamie McCarron row 2, John Rayner and Jeff Hayworth row 3, Andy Piercefield rounds out the field. That's how they line up for the feature, for the grid, for the first heat race tonight. Empire Super Sprints, by the way, racing at Albany, Saratoga, and Bear Ridge Speedway in Vermont last weekend. And with the Empire Super Sprints in Malta, it was Paulie Colagiovanni taking home the win. And at Bear Ridge, Chris Donnelly takes home the $2,135 paycheck. At the end, waiting for all 7 to come on out. And there they are. 2 pace laps around Cedar Lake, and then we'll get things going here. Again, all heat races tonight that you will see. 8 laps, top 4 inverted, and the top 4 transfers to feature from each race. We'll do 3 to 5 heats, depending on how many drivers we have. Then it's a B main with 10 laps, top 4 to 12 transferred to the A main, unless everyone makes it on in. We'll then have a 5-minute warm-up, and then we will have the A main that will range from 20 to 30 laps tonight. No black flags, no waiver rounds. Everyone gets 1 fast repair. Caution laps do not count, especially not in heats where we stay green the entire way. 2 green-white checkers if necessary during the feature. So Nicholas Schell, 8th in points coming on in. Doug Lester lines up next to him. Lester 13th in points coming on in, but they got Andy Patt and Jamie McCarron to deal with as we get ready for heat race number 1 of the night. Green flag about to go out. Here we go. Lester did not get a good start. Immediately fades on back to second position, but now tries the inside on Shell for the race lead. Low side looks like where you want to be, and Shell fell all the way back to the fourth position in this get-go of this start. Good battle for position as we have a crash in turn number 2. Hayworth and Piercefield have crashed as Lester leads Patton by 0.6 of a second. Jamie McCarron currently running in P3. McCarron trying to figure out the line to go. Everyone going on the inside for right now. Patton slides up, nearly scrapes the wall, going down the back chute. Looking at fourth spot right now belongs to Nicholas Schell, currently in front by 0.7 of a second over the Canadian John Rayner. Top 3 all nose to tail, and that is the battle for the race lead as they are approaching lap traffic. That's Hayworth in the 188. McCarron possibly thinking about setting up a move. We are not too sure as they deal with the lap traffic. Oh my, Patton in the tires gets McCarron in a hard shot. Big wreck for Andy Patton. Side-winding flips for the 87. Final lap underway. And Patton will have to go to the B main. And of course, that is not what he wanted as Lester wins Heat 1. McCarron, Schell, and John Rayner gets lucky and transfers in. Scary crash for Andy Patton. And we'll have to go to the B main. Heat 2 brought to you by Icon Sim Sports. They aim to bring the sim racing community a one-of-a-kind fixed chassis experience like no other, while exemplifying extraordinary customer service to its patrons. Imagine having a sim racing chassis built specifically for you, a custom chassis engineered to accommodate you and your needs while replicating the looks, feel, and design of a race car. Check them out at iconsimsports.com. And here's how they line up for heat race number 2. Again, we invert the top 4 after qualifying. Top 4 transfer. Row 1, Nick King, Nathan Hall. Row 2, Luke Gazarek and Austin Stern. And row 3, Jesse Atkinson and Mark Nee. I don't think Roger Craig is in this session. Field gets ready to roll off here for heat race number 2. Again, 8 laps, transferring the top 4 to the feature from each race. Patton showed you there that anything can happen in a heat. Making their way, 1 to go until we get the green flag. Nathan Hall, key driver to watch out for. Same with Luke Gazarek. Hall stands 5th in standings, just about 100 points behind Daniel Blau. Nick King on the pole. Luke Gazarek has been very fast as well this season, but has only made 4 starts out of the 5. Pace truck will roll into pit road this time. There he goes. King and Hall the front row. Heat race number 2 is about to go down. Let's do it. Oh, big wreck already. Mark Nee on his side in turn 1. And a dramatic crash already, but we're 3 wide of the start-finish line. Getting the advantage is Nathan Hall, powering in the center of the lane. Near contact between Gazarek and Stern, as Stern overdrives the corner and loses 4th to Jesse Atkinson. With a battle for the race lead heating up between Nick King and Nathan Hall. Hall takes a peek down underneath, drives the dime in the corner in turns number 3 to 4. They are wheel to wheel, wing to wing, whatever you want to call it. Hall trying to get the advantage off of turn 2, does not work, can't power his way by. Nick King still riding the cushion off of turn 4. And he still maintains the edge. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Luke Gazarek trying to get into this battle as well. Just about 2 car lengths separating second and third. Gazarek tries the inside. He's got the advantage on the exit. Couldn't get back on the gas first. It's Nathan Hall, Luke Gazarek in the battle for second spot. Nick King continues to lead. Oh, Nathan Hall! Scrapes the wall and saves it, and Gazarek moves up Nick King, and he falls back to fifth. King's gonna remember that one. And now it puts Austin Stern into a transfer spot, currently in fourth. Looking to battle Nathan Hall for third, but this race has definitely changed as we're on the last lap of Heat 2. Luke Gazarek with the lead. Jesse Atkinson trying to battle it out. Ken Atkinson, who's gained 3 spots, make a move. He cannot battle for third on the line. It's close, and Nathan Hall edges Austin Stern by 200ths. Nick King will have to go to the B main, Heat 3, brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series, the Northeast Premier Series, showcasing the big block modified Premier drivers from Florida to Canada. The Super Dirt Car Series visits some of the most exciting dirt tracks in front of the biggest crowds. As the voice Shane Andrews always says on the 4 wide, the ground-pounding, earth-shattering, window-rattling beasts of the Northeast. It's the Super Dirt Car Series. Here's how we line things up for Heat Race number 3. It's Gary Taylor, Chris Schaefer in row 1, Brandon Templeton, Blaine Brake in row 2, Jeffrey Kemper, Nathan Aldrich row 3, and then Steven Bixler in the 7th position. Again, 8 laps. Top 4 are inverted. Super Dirt Car Series last night, racing at Weed Sport at the Hall of Fame 100. And it was Stuart Friesen taking home the win on his 38th birthday. Happy birthday, Stu. And that was some good racing in the 100-lap feature at the port. And Friesen extending the points lead over Shepard. Shepard suffering a left front flat on a restart. They had to put him to the pits while trying to make it 3 wide. Got the inside wall off in turn 2. Shepard able to rebound and finish 12th a lap down. Gap is just over 50 points in the battle for the championship as we're nearing halfway through the season. Top 4 have been inverted already. So Blaine Brink, the fastest of the drivers. Same with Brandon Templeton. Chris Schaefer making 4 starts on the season so far. IL of 318 definitely needs to put that down just a little bit. Six drivers in this heat. Top 4 transfer. Here we go. We're green. Outside line, way over the cushion. Schaefer trying to get the advantage. Hang on, Gary Taylor. And he is loose again. I don't know how he's been saving it. Got close there for the driver of the 34, but it's Schaefer with the advantage. Brink in second, using the outside. Third, Steven Bixler, battle for the final transfer spot. Brandon Templeton and Jeffrey Kemper. Kemper looking inside. He's the first one out. Off of turn 4, it's Templeton with the advantage. Everyone playing it safe using that cushion, but Schaefer, I think, may have clipped the wall just a little bit. And he did. Brink takes a look to the inside, tries to put the slider on Schaefer. Schaefer still keeps the lead. Brink doing everything he can do in his power to try and win this heat and start from the 3rd position in the feature tonight. There he goes, down to the inside, the slide job. Schaefer with the crossover, 2 to go in the heat. Schaefer leads to the stripe and slides up on Brink. Brink continues to look to the inside. They're trading sliders right now for the race lead and for the heat win. Final lap, white flag in the air. Schaefer, the slide job on Brink. Can he pull it off? Yes, he can. Brink tries to look to the bottom. Brink's gonna send it in. Stand by for a good finish. Brink with a slider, clears on up. Blaine Brink on the last lap pass wins the heat. Schaefer, Templeton, and Taylor transfer in. Bixler, by the way, crashing later on as we were focused on the battle. And Heat 4 brought to you by Gambler Motorsports, an esports racing team that competes weekly across the iRacing platform with drivers in dirt races, sports cars, asphalt, oval, and endurance races. They will have drivers in the 24 Hours of Le Mans coming up. Go to Gambler Motorsports on Facebook and follow them. Let's show you how they line up for the Heat. Greg Parmalee, Rory Collins in row 1, Brandon Dittmer, Dan McLaren row 2, Bob Curtis and Daniel Blau in row 3. Again, everyone's been inverted from the top 4, so Dan McLaren, fastest guy, one of the fastest out there. Had a chance at the pole early on in the night. Just when you think of the last lane name McLaren, he just has to be really good. Rory Collins starting in second in this heat. He's third in the standings coming in. Would like to have a good day. His IL 162 looking really good. If he can keep it up in the feature, he could possibly transfer on into the B division tonight. Here we go. Heat 4 is green. Parmalee a good start. 3 wide off of 2. That's tight. McLaren tried to set something up. This is a mess for the lead. Oh, big wreck for McLaren. Down the back straightaway, makes contact with Daniel Blau. And 2 of the best drivers here in 360 sprint car competition for the Raiders. We'll have to go to the B main. Brandon Dittmer, Rory Collins battling for second. Bob Curtis currently with the final transfer spot. He's in 4th. Collins inside on Dittmer, trying to use that inside as the track started rubber a little bit up on the outside. 4 down, 4 to go as Collins has the advantage over Dittmer. Dittmer trying to power off with the advantage he can down the back chute. Nearly scraping the wall, that close to disaster. Dittmer now edging him out by about a front wing. Collins down to the bottom, maybe still possibly a slide job. All that happening as Parmalee pulling it away with 2 to go. Greg Parmalee only 3 starts this season in C Division Raiders competition. Final lap into the air as we continue to watch the battle for second. Collins over Dittmer still, but Collins can't clear. Back chute, final time. Collins maybe a possible slider, doesn't need it. Rory Collins second as Parmalee wins the heat. And Curtis transfers. So tonight we do have a heat number 5 as well for the Raiders. That's brought to you by the Can-Am Racing Team. Kart features drivers from coast to coast in the U.S. and Canada and are pleased to be a part of the Coast2Coast Racing League since its inception. Here's how they line up. 6 drivers, top 4 already inverted, Steve Maurer and Chris Lloyd. In row 1, Gabe Blau and Dean Reynolds. In row 2, again, top 4 already inverted. Row 3, Mike Shaughnessy and Bob Light. Debbie Hall in the chat rooting for Nathan Hall and Nick King. Preston Cranmer rooting for Gary. Here we go for heat race number 5 as they're down the back chute. The Blaus are always drivers to watch out for in this division. And Dean Reynolds also someone to watch out for as we go green. And what was up with Chris Lloyd? Either Lloyd or Maurer just blew that start, and Maurer pulled out a little bit too far ahead. Gabe Blau trying the inside for the race lead as Lloyd gets a little squirrely on the exit of 4. Dean Reynolds trying to get a pass set up here as Lloyd inside on Maurer for P2. Behind them, Shanasi and Light battle for 5th as around goes the 68. Lloyd gets turned, Shanasi moves up to 4th. Dean Reynolds pulls a 2-for-1 discount at its local grocery store. Meanwhile, Gabe Blau has pulled away a 1.6 second lead over the man they call Dino. Steve Maurer trying to get by Dean Reynolds for 2nd. The delta 4/10 of a second between 2nd and 3rd. 2.5 laps to go in the final heat before we bring you the last chance showdowns. And I believe we will have 2 tonight. Should have a C main and a B main. We'll figure out how many drivers will transfer on in. Shonasi currently with the final spot, but has a battle with Bob Lloyd for it. We'll get to it in just a moment. Off of turn 4, Gabe Blau takes the heat. Meanwhile, Bob Light trying to dime in the corner and set up a pass here. No. Shonasi beats Light. So it will be a B main. And the B main brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing. Involved in printing since 2016, committed to making the cutting edge technology accessible for anyone who has an idea that needs to be manufactured. Using a 3D CAD program, they'll work with you to create your invention or creative project. A lot of stuff they specialize in. Make sure you go check them out. So if this is a B main, we've already got 20 drivers in. And we'll have to check how many. Check on iRacing here real quick. It'll be top 4 to the feature for a 24-car field. Andy Piercefield and Nick King in row 1. Jeffrey Kemper, Daniel Blau, row 2. Can you believe it? Daniel Blau having to go through the B main. Bob Light, Jeff Hayworth, row 3. Mark Nee, Stephen Bixter, row 4. Dan McLaren, Chris Lloyd, row 5. Andy Patton, row 6. McLaren also having to go through the B main. That's going to be an interesting story we're going to have to watch closely. As we get ready to go green. Wait for the lights, there they go. 10 laps. Already contact between Piercefield and King. We're 3 wide for the lead, it's close. Oh, King got turned. Nick King may not be making it, but it's a huge mess in 3 and 4. Nick King's not going to be happy at all after this race. Dan McLaren's already up 5 spots. He's in P4. Andy Patton, the first one out in 5th. Battle for 2nd, Piercefield and Blau. And oh! Blau just got moved out of the way, and he's trying to move McLaren. And the battle for 4th on between him and Chris Lloyd. Reports that Nick King has crashed once again, along with Mark Nee. And that is true. Lloyd and Blau nearly come to blows. That is close. Everyone taking no prisoners. We're 4 wide. As the driver was in the wall, that was Piercefield and had a chance for a top 4 spot. And he's out. We're 3 wide. Oh my goodness. Patton is done. And with 4 to go in the B main, Chris Lloyd all of a sudden finds himself in. I don't know how, but he likes it. It's the best battle for second in this contact. Nearly 3 wide for second. 2 to go. Bob Light, Stephen Bixel, the first 2 out, and they're battling for 5th. Meanwhile, coming to the final lap, it is Jeffrey Kemper, who somehow is going to find himself winning the B main. Blau and Lloyd battle for second. Something happened with McLaren, and Kemper wins. I don't know if I've ever seen a crazier B main than that. How about you guys? So McLaren, if he wants a chance at winning this one, will have to come from last. We got the 5-minute warm-up, and we'll pause here. Stay with us.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
Warm-ups are officially complete. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to give you the starting lineup for the first feature of the night for the Coast to Coast Outlaw Rebels Raiders Division. And here is how they will line up. On the front row, Doug Lester and Luke Gazarek. Row 2, Blaine Brink, Greg Parmalee. Row 3, Gabe Blau and Jamie McCarron. Row 4, Jesse Atkinson and Chris Schaefer. Row 5, Rory Collins, Dean Reynolds. Row 6, Nicholas Schell and Nathan Hall. Row 7, Brandon Templeton, Brandon Dittmer. Row 8, Steve Maurer, John Rayner. Row 9, Austin Stern, Gary Taylor. Row 10, Bob Curtis and Mike Shanesi. Row 11, Jeffrey Kemper, Daniel Blau. And row 12, Chris Lloyd and Dan McLaren. So as the field rolls off, let's break down how it's going to work. 20 laps is the feature length. No black flags clear, no wave rounds. 1 quick repair for all drivers. Caution laps do not count. 2 green-white checkers if necessary. Top 3 will go for the podium. Let us know who you like in the chat. Luke Gazarek looks to be a good possibility. And the same goes for Jamie McCarron. The track is definitely rubbered in and will be slick. So it will be very interesting to see how drivers get around this 3rd mile facility. Pace truck pulls in. First feature of the night. About to go down. Wave them off. Let's go racing. Wild racing ahead of them. Blaine Brink looking to the inside for the race lead on Doug Lester, but we got trouble already. And Gabe Blau up on his side. That'll be a complete redo. Look at the Malcolm's Mill riding replay. Started from the 3rd position. He just got turned simply. I believe it was that Jamie McCarron that got into him. And that is on the back chute. And it was Jamie McCarron. Lap 1. Turn 2. Carnage. McCarron, by the way, came in with an IL of 238. Remember, you need under a 225 if you want to be eligible for Rebels, which is coming up at around 8 o'clock. Lights are off. Single file restart. As we get ready to go green, Lester, Luke Gazarek, Blaine Brink, Greg Parmalee, Jamie McCarron, top 5. And from what I'm hearing actually now, caution laps do count. Here goes Gazarek trying to take a peek inside. There's some moisture there. It's very tough to make passes stick. And for the lead, I think Gazarek's got it. No, yellow's out. Will be interesting to see how scoring works here. As the yellow came out, and we had, I want to say Bob Curtis, along with Dan McLaren. See what happened on the restart. Watching Curtis here, and he just got too loose in the rubber. McLaren nowhere to go. Curtis goes up on his right side. So I believe the lap will be considered complete. And I still think Lester edged out Gazarek at the start-finish line. All replays tonight brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing, based in Oakland, Ontario, Canada. Malcolm's Mills Mill Writing is a full-service mill writing contractor featuring custom welding, fabricating, and servicing industrial clients. Check them out at mlmillwriting.com. Lights are off. We're getting ready to go green. We'll have to get a confirmation from race control on why the laps did count early on. Lester, Gazarek, Brink, Parmalee, McCarron, top 5. Remains the same as it did last restart. Lester does have the right to fire first. We go back to green. Gazarek takes a peek already to the inside as Lester is up on the cushion. And that could cost him. Oh no, it cost Lester. He got the wall in turn 3. And he's back to third. Gazarek down low, Brink up top. That's the battle for the race lead. Yellow, though, is out. And Gabe Blau again, along with Gary Taylor. This has been a pretty crazy race, that's for sure. In the back, you see the 68 up on his side. Chris Lloyd. And a car already flipped. I think that one was Taylor. Look to make sure, and I'm pretty sure it was the 34. There's some contact there. If I want to say Daniel Blau in the 17. And it was. So some of these drivers that are front runners in points, they're not afraid to get feisty. That's for sure. So race control now has Gazarek scored at the leader when they crossed the line under green. That'll mean Gazarek gets the right to fire first as we get ready to go back to green. Everyone running the high side for right now. McCarron trying to take a peek underneath on Doug Lester. And now Brink goes to the bottom, where there's very little dirt there to be set up. As Gazarek leads, but Brink tries to get that run. Lester looking for third on McCarron. He's got it. Tries second on the outside. Slid on up just a little bit. And Doug Lester back into second. He wants that lead back badly from Gazarek. Just scrapes the wall there for a moment as him and Brink go to war for the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, McCarron tried everything he can do. Now here goes Gazarek inside. Lester, excuse me, with the slide job, and he takes the lead. Lester using the high side to his advantage. Gazarek currently in second. Doug Lester, if I have this correct, he is 13th in the standings coming on in because it says David Lester on their end. Blaine Brink off into second spot has taken that away from Gazera. And for Blaine Brink, I believe this is his first ever start in coast-to-coast competition. So we've got 8 laps to go. Battle for fourth between Schaefer and McCarran. McCarran, a little controversy after taking out Gabe Blau on lap 1. Points are definitely going to shake up here between Daniel Blau and Jamie McCarran. For those wondering where third place Rory Collins is, he's back in 23rd and is called in a night. Yellow is out. And Brandon Templeton's in the pits. Go to the Malcolm's Mills Mill running replay. On the outside, and oh man. Wheel-to-wheel contact and is out of the ballpark. It's a tough break. So we'll have to see how many laps to go there are when we take the restart. For those wondering, by the way, your current hard charger is Daniel Blau. Up 14 spots, started 22nd, and he's in 8th. So we currently reset. Should be a 5-lap shootout with Doug Lester in command, but this is about to be a good finish to the end. 6-lap shootout. Brink not a good restart compared to Lester in the rubber stuff. Brink tries to slide on up in front of Gazeric, and he does, defending that second spot respectfully. Inside he goes, tries to slide on up, not doing anything there. Gazeric, meanwhile, using the bottom line. 5 to go, and there you see Brink all over. Battle for the lead. Tries the inside. Slide job on Lester. Deadlocked. Lester keeps the lead. 4 to go. Big slide job there for Lester. Scrapes the wall. Brink tries the bottom. Yellow is out. And that's going to put Brink in the lead, I think. Dan McLaren reports that he's crashed as we watch the replay. And gets the wall up on 2 wheels he goes. And tows it. And yes, that yellow helps out Blaine Brink. Lester had the lead at the moment of caution. However, though, Brink led at the start-finish line. So we should have 3 or 4 laps to go. I believe it's going to be a 4-lap shootout when we take the green. Don't forget, coming up next is the Rebels, the B division. Again, top 10 have the right to transfer as long as they're eye out under 225. And the way this is going tonight, I don't think we'll see many drivers transferring on in. 3-lap shootout to decide who wins it. Blaine Brink, Doug Lester, Luke Kazarek, or the field. Huge stack up. Lester was caught sleeping. Kazarek tries the inside. Doesn't work. 2 to go. As they battle it on out, Blaine Brink looking to pull off the stunner. And I believe would be a first-time winner in coast-to-coast outlaw competition. Half a lap to go. Dittmer has crashed. No yellows. Blaine Brink sees the checkers and wins. Lester second and Gazaric third. We'll talk with your top three. Hard charger of the race goes to Daniel Blau, up 16 spots from the start. And he has parked it in victory lane. Preston and Roger, if any of you guys see this, I need you guys in the broadcast room, please, when we go to break, or actually I should say I need you in the waiting room, because I got a question for you. So your top 10, Brink, Lester, Gazaric, McCarron, Atkinson, Daniel Blau, Stern, Palmer Lee, Schaefer, and Maurer. So we will start things off here with Luke Gazaric. Luke, it's Marty in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Walk us through your race. Obviously, you were challenging for the lead early on. Just how'd your race go from your perspective?
Well, I'll be completely honest. I am not very good at that track, so I'm happy to get around there clean without wrecking. I didn't feel very fast at all.
Overall, this was a very aggressive event. From the heats to the feature. When you're at a track like Cedar Lake, do you expect that or not really?
Yeah, I would expect people to get pretty aggressive. I accidentally hit Nick King there in the heat race. Apologize to him for that. I did not mean to get into him there, but happens. It's racing.
Yeah, it definitely is, and it's definitely understandable. Nothing intentional here. Who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Just my parents for my racing setup. I don't have any sponsors or anything.
Darn, son of a gun. Well, Luke, we'll let you go. Nice run tonight, man.
Thank you.
That's Luke Gazaric that comes home in the third position. And we will bring here... All right, on SDK, it is Doug Lester, but Discord is it David Lester. What is it, Doug or David?
Doug.
Okay. Confuses me from time to time. But anyway, Doug Lester, second place finish. And boy, oh boy, you look like you were the car to beat early. I thought your race was over when you hit the wall, but rebounded. And then Brink got you on a slide job there at the stripe and led. And then the yellow came out while you were leading before you came by next time around. Was it just that cost you the win from your perspective?
It was definitely that restart. I got into him on the restart, and I had to get out of it. And then he got such a big gap on me, and then I just gave it way too much gas on that straightaway.
What positives do you take away as a whole? Because you had a very fast car tonight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I would definitely like to thank Ryko Setups for that. Was a very fast setup. A lot of positives came out of this. This is my best run so far, my best finish. So I'm very new to this.
Awesome, man. Well, we will let you go. Nice run tonight, Doug.
Thank you.
All right, that is Doug Lester. Comes home in the runner-up spot. First off, A&J Custom Creations Hard Charger, Daniel Blau up 16 spots from the start. Now it is time to go to Cool Ray Victory Lane. And we've got, I believe, a first-time winner in the Coast2Coast Outlaws. Let's have him confirm it. Blaine Brake, congratulations. Can you believe it?
No, I just joined this league and come in here, and it's a pretty fun race tonight.
Absolutely it was. How were you able to make the slide job pass work on Doug Lester, who was very fast the entire night?
I was just staying consistent, making sure my car didn't get upset, and when I had the opportunity, I went for it, and then luckily that caution came out, and then on the restart, just kind of got to run my own race there and up front.
Did you think on those final laps and the final restart that Lester was going to have anything for you?
Well, we were battling it out the whole time there, but I knew once I got some clean air, I could run the fastest line, and I felt confident there, so that was nice.
Will we be seeing you in the B division race? I'm not too sure how it's on your end.
I got a double check here, but I'm pretty sure you will be.
All right, what are you expecting in that one then?
A little bit stiffer competition probably, but same track, so just go rip it a little bit more. Hopefully I can talk to you then.
All right, who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Shout out to ABR Setup Shop for the good setups always. Redline Race Designs for the awesome looking paints always. One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, Finish Line Repair, and CD Cinematography.
All right, Blaine, we will let you go. Congratulations, man.
All right, thank you.
Blaine Brake, a first-time winner in the Coast to Coast Outlaws. Cool Ray Heating and Air Conditioning. Victory Lane, their goal is to make sure that Ray's tradition of 100% customer satisfaction lives on today. They're proud of their reputation of providing excellent service to homeowners and businesses in Georgia. Their mission is to continue to build long-lasting relationships with their customers through their winning spirit and commitment to 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Blaine Brake, Doug Lester, Luke Gazarick, Jamie McCarron, Jesse Atkinson, Daniel Blau, Austin Stern, Greg Palmer-Lee, Chris Schaefer, Steve Maurer, your top 10. I don't know what happened with Dean Reynolds, but he finished 15th. Dino, if you're watching this, make sure you send me a text. I want to know what in the world happened to you, my man. So that's your top 15. Let's show you the rest of the field here. And Gabe Blau, Dan McLaren, not the race they wanted at all. Blau just had issues from the get-go, and same with Dan McLaren. Rory Collins as well, third in points coming in. That's not good at all for him if he wants a chance at the championship. Okay, so coming up next will be the Rebels B Division, so stay with us. We're going to pause here. We'll take a break. We welcome you back to Coast Racing League competition here on the Slide Job Racing Network. Ready to go here for the B Division Rebels. Brought to you by Malcolm's Mills Millwrighting. Practice currently underway, and we are just under 2 minutes out approximately from qualifying. Look at the point standings coming on in. That are brought to you by iRacing League Manager. Last time out, it was Connor Ross that took home the win in a great race over Lane Snook and Brennan Lacey. Who saw that coming? Connor Ross taking home the win. Randy Shreves, Donovan Ross rounding out the top 5. You see the current quickest on your screen is Brennan Lacey with a 11.692. Again, only driver right now in the 11.6s. Again, those of you watching, let us know who you're rooting for in the B Division tonight. Currently, right now, we have a total of 19 drivers entered as we speak. Seems like really there's a big step up from C to B Division, because the only driver I see that raced in the C feature was Blaine Brink. Remember, he's a newcomer to Coast Racing League competition. It really shows you what you need to do in order to make the next step up besides winning is having clean racing. Again, taking a look at the points standings here. You've got Lane Snook with 373 points, and he is leading by 76 on Donovan Ross, who has 297. Brendan Lacey is third with 281. Preston Cranmer fourth with 273. And in fifth, Terry Landis with 270. So it's a very good battle for the third position. Also, you've got Garrett Pepia in sixth. Connor Ross 7th, Randy Shreves 8th, Joe Backus 9th, Bob DeGood is 10th. So had a little graphic glitch, by the way, last time out, as we had didn't show the numbers on our end. And also, one more thing, we did have, apparently from what we're hearing through race control, the reason why caution laps counted at the beginning of the race is that there was apparently a glitch on iRacing that led to that situation. So that was very interesting. There's Brendan Lacey in the number 414. And when you hear a sound like that, it usually means they've blown the engine up, but luckily does not. 11.692. Absolutely going to be the car to beat. Check the guys here.
anything. Wait, no, I'm not even going to qualify. I'm not going to qualify.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, he's going to advance any second now. Yeah, he's up in race control. If you want to talk to him, Joe. Oh, iRacing to talk to him. He can't hear you in that room. I had to talk to him through iRacing, so but it's advanced. We're in qualifying now.
Qualifying just about to get underway, and qualifying brought to you by our friends of the Pitside Podcast. Jesse Atkinson about looks like the first one to take time in the number 135. Off of turn 4, his lap 1 time goes on the board as a 11.722. Guys, a little bit slower until you meet up with Matthew Croak, who's got an 11.623. Atkinson stays second quick. Terry Landis goes third quick with an 11.809. Ripka goes 11.7. Ripka stays in the second spot. Let's see if Connor Ross can go for fourth. Improves that time to an 11.746. Jack Clevenger off of turn 4. Across the line he goes. 11.6. Nope. 11.76. Kevin Fry, second quick, 11.68. Shrees just crossed the start-finish line and goes fourth quick, 11.701. Kyle Goldner off of turn 4 completes his second lap and goes 10th quick, 11.789. As we watch Brendan Lacey in the 414, hugging the cushion, got to make sure you don't hit that wall or else that lap will not count. Lap 1 for Lacey doesn't go. Donovan Ross in 11.752. Lacey off turn 4, lap 2 time. Quick time, 11.602. Donovan Ross, 7th quick, 11.729. And the quick time with under 20 seconds to go, Brendan Lacey, 11.602. And he's faster by just about 200ths over Matthew Croak. But how about Kevin Fry as well? Third quick. Someone we didn't expect to be up there. And Kevin Fry, by the way, only 2 starts on the season, 18th in the standings. Here we go for heat race number 1, which is brought to you by the Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints. Here's how we line things up again. Top 4 will remain inverted. Jeff Flaro and Donovan Ross in row 1. Lance Ripka, Brendan Lacey, row 2. Bob DeGood, Donald Dory in row 3. Everyone will make the show tonight, by the way. The other 2 will just get some extra free time, making sure their car is all set and good to go for the feature tonight. Again, waiting for one more driver, that being Flaro. There he is, and I believe we are just about ready to go. So Donovan Ross, the main guy here in this heat, along with Brendan Lacey, Second and third in the standings, starting second and third in the heat. You can see Ross trying to get those tires warmed. Interesting strategy. Flaro's one of those guys that keeps it at pace speed in the number 200. 2 Canadians, 4 Americans in this heat. Again, 8 laps. Top 4 go directly into the A main. The heats in the Raiders division brought out some incredible racing, and the Rebels, I think we're going to see a lot more exciting action. Pace truck will pull on in. Flyer will bring the field to green. Here we go. They all branch on out. Ross with the advantage over Flaro. He got the good start. Ripka third, Dory fourth, but could lose it to Brendan Lacey. That's the closest battle we are watching on your screen. Lacey having a tough time on the inside line with Donald Dory up to fourth. This is interesting. Obviously, he's in the show, but Brennan Lacey may be getting some extra track time here afterwards and possibly starting from the rear of the field. And a big wreck for Floro, almost wrecked it. Nice save as he's stuck in a duel with Ripka for the runner-up spot. 3 to go in the heat 1. Tries to diamond the corner. 2 laps left. Right in a higher groove that could soon be the cushion. You're watching 2 battles on your screen, the battle for second and the battle for fourth. Final lap is underway as you watch an aerial shot off of turn 2. Dory trying to get the edge, but off turn 4, Donovan Ross wins heat number 1. For fourth, Dory over Lacey. Everyone makes the show, but that will help Brennan Lacey as he starts on pole in heat race number 1. And heat 2 brought to you by the Icon Sim Sports. Those sim chassis are amazing. They look very beautiful. Again, top 4 already inverted, and here is how they line up. It's Terry Landis, Connor Ross in row 1, Randy Shreves, Matthew Croak in row 2, Jack Hitt and Blaine Brink in row 3. Just got a text from Dino, and he just said, "Oh, I'll never get a lucky break, LOL." Field rolls for the 2 pace laps. Get everyone making the show. Main guy you gotta watch out for here, without question. Last week's winner, Connor Ross, 7th in the standings coming on in. IL of 242. Part-timer on the B division this season. That was a big win for him last week, taking that at the sprint car capital of the world. Landis on pole, possibly in the feature. If he can stay clean, he could possibly get that IL under 200 and could transfer into the A division tonight. We'll have to see what happens. He brings the field for green for heat race number 2. It's underway. Side by side for second. Oh boy, Connor Ross. No room, taking a page out of Matt Shepard's playbook there. Oh, contact with the leaders. Landis tries to save it. There he goes. And Connor Ross around 2. He'll get some free time in the B main, and it's Randy Shreves with the lead. Matthew Croak second. Brink and Hitt third and fourth. But can you believe this? 2 of the drivers to watch out for in the last 2 spots. Cross flags up, 4 down, 4 to go. And Croak trying to close in on Shreves. Take you on board with the number 2, the Phantom Motorsports ride. Top speed just about 112 on his end. 2 to go, and he's all over the rear wing or the rear end of Shreves. Takes a peek inside, but slides up. I think he took a risk just a lap too early. Final lap in heat race number 2, and Randy Shreves takes it. Croak second, Brake third, hit fourth by a straightaway over Landis. Heat race number 3 brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series. And here's how they line up. Kyle Goldner, Jack Clevenger, row 1. Jesse Atkinson, Kevin Fry in row 2. They're all inverted. So Kevin Fry, the one to watch out for in row 3. It's the Bassman, Roger Craig. And Joe Backus. Field starts to row. I usually don't say a guy from last position is the driver to watch out for in this heat. But tonight it is. And Backus has to come from 6th on the grid. Comes in at 9th in points. And he's got to be careful tonight, too. Reason why is his IL coming in is at 226. And based on the rules, let me confirm. I'll confirm in a little bit, but we are green. And already contact with Goldner, and he goes around. And Clevenger and Atkinson are wing to wing for the lead. Lap 1 in the books, led by Clevenger. Backus looks down low for the runner-up spot. Slides up the track there, tucks back in line in 3rd. Kevin Fry currently in 4th. Atkinson trying to get something going here for the heat win. Cross flags up this time. 4 down, 4 to go. And Atkinson is trying to find a lane to go, but it seems like the high side is the place to be. Car length and a half separates the 78 and the 135. Battle for 4th is heating up as Roger Craig trying to pull the upset and get by Joe Backus. You saw the starting lineup on our screen. Apologies for the mic mute. That's my cough button, pretty much. Could Brennan Lacey possibly be going for that Hard Charger award tonight? It's the real question. We'll have to see. 5 bonus points. He's doing good on the IL with a 212. Wants to try and get it to 200 so he can transfer up into the A division. Getting under 20 drivers is the car count for the B division tonight. Of course, you'll definitely see a lot come Renegades time. But we definitely expect Brennan Lacey to pull away and win the B main here. This will determine the starting lineup for the last 6 spots. Here we go. Landis tries to pull even with Lacey. Lacey, a huge slide job there. Got to be careful off of turn 2. Door open for Landis to try and take the lead. Slides up near contact. Doesn't work. Lacey leads. Good battle for third. Connor Ross on the outside of Craig. And takes it. Now him and Landis are going to fight after those two tangled with each other early on in their heat. Ross trying to look high as Landis tries to look low. Now Ross goes to the inside. Slides on up to take second. He's got it over Landis. Landis fights back down on the bottom. Ross in the darker part of the racetrack over the cushion. 5 down, 5 to go in the B main. Landis slides up as he was trying to look inside on Ross for P2. Ross over the cushion just a little bit. No bicycling there, luckily. Roger Craig 4th. Bob DeGood is 5th. Kyle Goldner runs 6th. But right now, it's currently a 2nd lead for Brennan Lacey. Connor Ross, by the way, after wrecking in his heat race in the B main, he's already up 3 spots from the 5th starting spot. 3 through 5 have dropped a spot. 1 and 6 have stayed the same since the green flag dropped in. I think, did we just have a car get a little bit sideways? Thought we did for a moment. May have been Goldner possibly. Goldner, I believe there is a relation to Stephen Goldner, your points leader in the Renegades division. Turn 4, checkered flag. Brennan Lacey takes the B main. So we will pause here and we will go to another break. When we come back, it is the feature for the Rebels. Stay with us here on the Slide Job Racing Network and the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
Warm-ups are complete. And now it is time to give you the starting lineup for the Rebels feature of the night. It's Donovan Ross and Randy Shreves in row 1, Jack Clevenger, Jeff Flaro, row 2, Matthew Croak, Jesse Atkinson, row 3, Lance Ripka, Blaine Brink, row 4, Kevin Fry, Donald Dory. Your top 10. Row 6, it's Jack Hitt and Joe Backus. Rest of the grid we go. Brennan Lacey, Connor Ross, Terry Landis, Roger Craig, Bob DeGood, and Kyle Golden to round out the field of 18. Not a lot of notable names that are starting from the back of the field tonight. It will be very interesting to see how Brennan Lacey, Connor Ross, Terry Landis can come from the back. You got guys up there like Randy Shreves and Donovan Ross that are top 5 points contenders that could possibly use this to their advantage and try and win tonight. We'll just have to see what happens. So as you see, 25 laps is the distance for the feature tonight. Caution laps do not count as well. As we get ready to go, you see the low side and the high side have definitely started to rubber in. Middle line could be a possibility. Pace truck into turn 3 and will go off this time. Donovan Ross, Randy Shreves, the front row as we get ready to bring the action. Let's set him off with a beat because we go green. Big wreck in turns 1 and 2. Kyle Goldner, Roger Craig. No yellows, we make green, maybe not! Big wreck with Croak. Oh my goodness, and Jack Clevenger. Holy moly. My oh my, Backus didn't start. Yellow is out. Absolutely crazy wreck between Croak and Clevenger. His first started off turn 4 and was going for about a quarter of a lap. Came down into the 21 of Kevin Fry. And Croak nearly went out of the ballpark. That was insane. This is the Umber with Croak, by the way. He just hooked. And didn't look back. Luckily, he got that thing back on all fours. He's, without question, going to use his quick repair here. So as we get ready to go back to green, Donovan Ross, Randy Shreves, Jesse Atkinson, Jeff Flaro, Lance Ripka, your top 5. For those wondering, Terry Landis is 9th, Brennan Lacey is 11th. Connor Ross is 12th. Back to green. My goodness, Donovan Ross just tried to chase the pace truck. Pace truck nearly got involved in a crash as here goes Shreves inside for the lead. Low line passes have been able to work tonight in the feature. You just have had to put a little harder work into them. Look out for Atkinson. Just got the wall there for a moment. Contact between Flaro and I think is that Blaine Brake in the 0-2-1 that just won the C division. He did. As Ross tried to take a peek inside, Randy Shreves to the lead. 4 wide off of turn 4. Now it's 3. Oh baby, this is getting good. Brink up to 4th position, started in a big wreck. Flaro and Kevin Fry just got together, and the yellow's out. Get you the replay here. I know what happened. Flaro's ahead in the orange car. Just slid up into him. Thought for a moment Fry went over. But my goodness, this is crazy racing. What do you think about the racing so far, everyone in the chat? Let's know who you got winning. It's been pretty quiet tonight. So Randy Shreves now has the lead on Donovan Ross. Jesse Atkinson, Lance Ripka, and Blaine Brink, your top 5. Pace truck in pit road. Shreves gets the right to fire first. Let's see if there's going to be any chase into the pace truck this time. Not at all. Using the low line, the center line, I should say, as Ross goes up top. Brink and Ripka side by side, duking it out for P4 on the track. How about Brink up to 4th? Oh my. Brennan Lacey forcing his way by Ripka. Up to 6th spot. Currently your hard charger tied with Bob DeGood, I should say. 8 laps complete of this 25-lap feature. Seems like the cushion is everybody's best friend for right now. Atkinson 3rd. How about Blaine Brink in 4th? The debuting phenom. Atkinson up in the wall for a moment. That got close as he tried the inside. The door is shut. Ross has her on top shelf. Now takes a look inside, swaps it. Oh, Ross has to hang on to it. Accordions the field, Lacey. Wow. Yellow is out. And I don't know what just happened with Donovan Ross, but he just jumped to the pits. What on earth happened? How do you go straight to a toe like that? But he had a chance. He had a good chance of the win. Must have just lagged out or something. See what happened here with Donald Dory. Him and Flaro got into it. So he tried to come down. And around went to 12. Just about halfway through on the feature tonight. This has been some great racing so far. How about Connor Ross? Haven't talked about him, but somehow he's been able to make a huge charge, and he's currently running in 4th. Same with Brennan Lacey. From the B main to a chance at winning tonight. We'll have to see as we get ready to go back to green. Jesse Atkinson in second. Only one prior start for Atkinson, so he's kind of a new guy as well to the series too. We're back to green. Shreves came in 8th in the standings, 250 points. As he tries to look inside on Shreves for the lead, everyone else going topside. Here we go. Atkinson tries to look to the bottom. He's got to hold on. Blaine Brink, the rookie, looking for second, and he's got it. Did he get it at the stripe, though, when the yellow flew? I don't know, but we have Jack hit that crash in the 217. So trying to see what happened. Oh, he just got turned. The 25 with him as well, of Lance Ripka. And I think that was Matthew Croak that got him. So confirmation from scoring. Brink did not beat Atkinson at the stripe. It was Atkinson over Brink. But I think Atkinson has now learned high side's the place to be. But if you want to try and have a chance at a win, you may have to try and peek your nose inside from time to time. I think he has learned that definitely as the pace truck pulls in. Shreves the right to fire first. 11 to go. And Atkinson's going to take the risk. Down to the inside, trying to find some dirt there on the bottom. Looking for the lead. Now the holy Ross! Slammed the door in Brendan Lacey's face. And Atkinson's move does not work. Brink to second, Connor Ross to third. Look at this. Blaine Brink on the outside just took the lead away from Randy Shreves. Connor Ross down low. At the stripe, it's Brink. Inches away from Calamity. The slider from Connor Ross doesn't work. Shreves forces his way to the inside. 2 by 2 for second. We're 3 wide for third. Brennan Lacey trying to make his name known in this battle. He's at a podium. Lacey to third. Helps him out in the points. Third coming in. No Lane Snook tonight. Remember that. Keep in mind with his I believe it's because of his IL being just over 225. Oh boy, no! Oh my goodness. I don't know how Blaine Brink kept the lead there. The car was on 2 wheels, but he's got to hang on because Connor just put a slider in his face. Lacey with a 2-for-1 discount. Oh my goodness, the yellow flies, and Lacey's the leader. Can you believe what just happened? This is why the yellow flew. 217 turns the 5. The 5 is stuck and he's done. Oh my goodness. What on earth did we just see? Blaine Brink got on 2 wheels, clipped the wall, had a chance at the lead. He kept the lead, and then Connor Ross slid into him. And Brennan Lacey said, you know what? It's something that I shouldn't say on the air, but he just said 2-for-1 discount at the grocery store. Coulter West saying in chat, Blaine Brink is one hell of a driver. He is. Preston is saying the guys need to be more patient. Well, they are racing each other with respect and clean and hard. They want the win, And we're going to have a 3-lap shootout to see who gets this. Brendan Lacey, Connor Ross, Blaine Brink of the field. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done? We're about to find out. Lacey's going to restart quickly. Ross goes a little bit squirrely there. And is on 2 wheels, scrapes the wall. Close call. Brink's going to try second. He wanted a taste of Connor's medicine. 2 laps to settle it. Is Brendan Lacey going to take this one home? Or can Connor Ross go back to back? Here we go. Weights in the air. 1 to go. No mistakes for Brendan Lacey. And he'll take it home off the final corner. He holds off Connor Ross. Brendan Lacey comes out clutch and wins. And you got to give a round of applause to these drivers because they just put on one heck of a show. 3rd win of the season for Brendan Lacey from the B main to victory lane. Connor Ross also from the B main. They each gained 12 spots, tied for hard charger of the race, brought to you by A&J Custom Creations. But I think Shane Andrews said it right once. If you don't like that, get in your car and go home. That was incredible racing by the top 3. We're going to bring them in here shortly. But that is how they get it done tonight. Again, waiting for your top 3. Lacey, Ross, and Brink. Just looking through. I think, you know, possibly that we could see Brink in, depending on his IL. Again, we don't know what it is. So... And I think we've got him. Yes, we do. Start things off here with Blaine Brink. Blaine, you impressed a lot of people in that race. How do you think it went from your end?
Oh, the car felt good, you know. Racing before this definitely gave me some advantage. And car felt really good, and then got into the front stretch wall and kind of banged the car up a bit. Made it tough to run, and then there was a slider there at the end, and then the yellow came out, and it put me in 3rd, so that's kind of tough, but I'll take the P3 from 10th.
Absolutely. You think maybe it was as well when you clipped the wall, got on 2 wheels, you think that was what possibly cost you there? Because, I mean, I know you kept the lead, but Connor and Brennan just gained so much time on you.
Yeah, you know, if I wouldn't have clipped the wall there, they probably wouldn't have been able to throw that slider there. And I would have been able to keep in the lead, but it's all right. I'll take the P3 from 10th there.
Will we be seeing you in the A division now or no?
Yeah, I might as well run the 3rd one, huh?
I mean, because you've got a lot of skill. I think you got what it takes to run up here with these guys.
Yeah, we'll give it a whirl and see if I can come visit you for 3rd time tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out who you want to thank once again.
I want to thank my teammates Randy Shreves, Coulter West, Austin Stern, and then ABR Setup Shops, Redline Race Designs, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, Finish Line Repair, and CD Cinematography.
Blaine, nice run tonight, man.
All right, thank you.
That's Blaine Brink once again. And now we'll talk with your 2nd place finisher. And I know for sure he absolutely missed me last week because I was out with a bad cold because he won last week. Connor Ross, man, you went for it with that slider there on Blaine Brink. You think that was what cost you the win because you looked like you had what it took? Oh, think Connor, we can't hear you, man. So Let me check. Think. Oh, we hear something. Connor, you got me? Nope. Connor, we'll try this in the waiting room in just a moment, okay? We'll get Connor back in a moment. Let's talk with your race winner. We'll go to Cool Ray Victory Lane and talk with Brennan Lacey. Brennan, I said it on the broadcast, from B Main to Victory Lane and the 2-for-1 discount to get the win. How did you do it?
First off, I actually want to start off apologizing to Roger and them. I was not listening straight when he told me not to qualify, so I just want to say sorry for that, and that's what caused the EOLs and all that tonight. But, I actually came in tonight wanting to kind of run the B-Main just to click off some laps, trying to get better in the car because I'm still fairly new with the setup we put in it, and we put it out there, and, in the heat, I was like, let's just run around, see what can happen, and then the B, starting on the pole, helps big, and that let me go out there, and then taking that EOL again for the qualifying issue, and the A, I like top dominant. I'm used to tracks like this back home and racing real cars. So, this track suits my driving style real well, and was able to capitalize on a little mistake, just enough to get me through.
Definitely. Who you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Big old thanks to Bandy-Built Race Cars. Jesse, Fitzy, Schultz, Goldner, Moonin, JP. Fantastic group of guys to work with. Every week we're on the podium somewhere, different divisions. It's just big, great group of guys there, and big thanks also to Ross Carenta at Velocity for painting up the new car for this season, making it look good.
Great run, man. I still can't believe you pulled that off with that may be one of the best moves we've seen in this race, in this event so far tonight. So great run tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's Brennan Lacey. All right, let's try Connor once again. Connor, you got me? Getting nothing from him. I'll try and turn him up again. Connor Ross, you got a copy? Try one more time here. Connor, you got me? All right, Connor, try and get that fixed. If we can, we'll try and talk with you after the Renegades feature. If we got time, and we definitely should have time with you. So we'll stay tuned for Connor's interview. So we will pause here again, and we'll get set up here for the Renegades event tonight. So stay with us. Oh, hang on, actually. Got to show the official results, too, before we go to break. There they are. Brennan Lacey, Connor Ross, Blaine Brink, Randy Shreves, Jesse Atkinson, Matthew Croak, Jeff Flaro, Terry Landis, Kevin Fry, Bob DeGood, your top 10. And tough break as well for Donovan Ross. He had a really good car tonight, and just once he had that glitch happen to him, that was it. So those are the results, and yep, now we'll pause here, so stay with us. We welcome you back to the Coast to Coast Racing Network, and we are getting set for the A Division Renegades. And of course, the Renegades are brought to you by the Coast to Coast Racing Network. We've got drivers currently in the drivers meeting right now, so let's go right into the point standings that are brought to you by iRacing League Manager. And it continues to be Steven Goldner out in the points lead with 357. Brandon Schultz second with 330. So a 27-point lead. Patrick Spangler third with 298. Steven Fernberg fourth with 268. And Jonathan Short is fifth with 258. Right into qualifying we go, brought to you by the Pitside Podcast. Last week at Knoxville, it was Ross Carina taking home his first win of the season. We've got 28 drivers that are here. 4 drivers will go home. Start things off here with the guy with 1 win this season, as Brandon Schultz in the number 193. You'll see the times as they pop up. Lap 1 in the books. Coming up here, Daniel Bach completes his lap. Hines starts the timing off, 11.76. As Schultz goes 12.018. Quick time for Blake Chapman, 11.678. Chapman off turn 4, looking to go faster. Quick time for Schultz, 11.62 even. Let's go to Jeremy Paulson in the triple O scheme. 10th quickest, 11.901. Looking to improve. And he does, 8th quick, 11.849. You saw Kevin Fry in the B division, currently 9th quick, 11.83. Improves, 11.786, good for 8th quick. And now Blaine Brick, doing triple duty tonight in the Renegades division. Currently 10th quick. And goes back to 10th, 11.80. Patrick Spangler up to 5th quick, 11.75. Steven Goldner in the 13th quick, 11.849. Tied for 12th with Jeremy Paulson. Off of turn 4 to complete lap 2. Paulson, can he go? Goldner can go quick? Yes, he can, 11.788. John Short, 3rd quick, 11.673. Did he go off track? Gonna lose some time. And went 11.67 again. The lap invalidated. Let's go to Kyle Moonen, who has 1 win under his belt this season. 11.757 his time, 8th quick. Under a minute to go in qualifying. 28 drivers are here. And the current quick time with an 11.62 in the number 193. Got his first win 2 weeks ago, dominating Kokomo, is Brandon Schultz. Had another 2nd place finish too last week. At Cedar Lake Speedway. So let's get set for Heat 1. Brought to you by the Empire Super Sprints. And here's how they line up. 7 drivers here. We'll take the top 4. They're already inverted. Take the top 4 after the green comes out, after 8 laps, and they will transfer on in directly to the A main. Everyone else goes to the B main for the last chance showdown. Update this for the fans at home. There we go. Blaine Brake, John Hine, row 1. Brandon Schultz, Trent Verstraeten, row 2. Tom Taylor, Barry Goldner, row 3. Gary Offert rounds out the field in row 4. Again, 8 laps the distance. Top 4 transfer directly to EA Main. Main guy to watch out for here again, Brandon Schultz, who's done a very good job this season. Just the reason why he's not the points leader is because he competed in 1 less race. He's had 2nd place finishes every time except for Kokomo, which he won. Blaine Brink has done a good job all night so far. Can he put on another great performance and go top 3 the entire way, sweep the board? We'll see what happens. He'll bring the field to green for the first heat race for the Renegades tonight. We're green. And Hine got a little bit close to Brink, puts the slider on the number 71 of Hine, and has the lead. Schultz in 3rd, and now takes a peek inside on Hine on the exit, has the advantage. Better setup compared to the 71, looking for the runner-up spot, and he takes it for right now. That's the main challenge for Brink here this time, is the Renegades, like Brandon Schultz, who is a main key competitor here. Oh, Schultz got the wall. Cost himself 2 spots. He's outside the top 4. And now, he's got 5 laps to get back up to 4th. That's the guy he's got to beat, Tom Taylor. Last guy in. Verstraeten is 3rd, Hine is 2nd. That's the battle on track. Let's see if Schultz can rebound. Has to get by off at first in the 94. How is he going to do that? It's going to be tough. He's got 3 laps, and nope, he's calling it. He's pulled it into the pits. So Taylor has 4th, Schultz is out. So Schultz will have to go through the B main and may have to place top 4. We'll have to see how it works. Verstraeten tries to look inside, and how about Blaine Brink? Wins heat number 1 and is on the pole for the 30-lap feature. Hine, Verstraeten, and Taylor also transfer in. Heat 2, brought to you by Icon Sim Sports. Here's how they line up for this. Benjamin Kelsch, Steven Fernberg in row 1. Patrick Spangler, Blake Chapman, row 2. Jesse Atkinson, Jeff Barker, row 3. Nathan Aldrich in row 4. Waiting for the field to grid off. Everyone's here. Main driver to watch out for in the field would have to be Patrick Spangler. 3rd in standings coming in. Has an incredible IL of 0.1. A lot of drivers here have a great IL here. So he's probably the main driver to watch out for, starting in 3rd. Was not the quickest. Blake Chapman was faster than him. 1 to go until we get the green flag. Top 4, again, they were already inverted in terms of their lap time. As we get ready to take the green. Next week, for week 7 of Monday Night Madness for the Outlaws, we go to Lymanland Motorsports Park, beginning at 7 o'clock here on Coast2Coast Racing Network. Heat 2 is underway. Fernberg leads off Couch, side by side for 3rd. That's Chapman on the outside, riding the cushion, trying to take it away, stuck with Couch in front of him. Third Couch! Big wreck! And Couch is around. Spangler up on his lid. And can you believe this? 2 other key drivers are in trouble. Barker, the last one in fourth. He's got a 3-second lead on Kelsch. Atkinson's in third, so they could be lucky. What a night it's been so far for heat racing, without question. 0.3 of a second, Fernberg leads on Chapman. On board with the number 20. You're in car cam. So he's trying to get something going, 2 to go in stage. And heat number 2 looks to the inside on Fernberg, doesn't work. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. A big wreck, by the way, happened with Aldrich once again. Chapman has to duck and avoid it. Fernberg off turn 4 wins the heat. For third, it's Atkinson over Barker. Brandon Schultz and Patrick Spangler. 2 notable names that will have to go to the last chance showdown. I can't believe I'm saying that once again. Third heat race brought to you by the Super Dirt Car Series. Let's line them up this way. 4 drivers already inverted. Jeremy Paulson and Kevin Fry. In row 1, Jesse Bandy, John Short. Row 2, Zach Chapman, G.J. Boydell. Row 3, Chad Cote. Round out the field of 7. Waiting for one more driver, and that is Jesse Bandy. He is here. We are getting ready to go. The driver to watch out for in this one would probably be John Short. Was the fastest of all drivers in this heat. 4th in standings coming on in. And he's got a great setup for Cedar Lake tonight. Jeremy Paulson on pole, only 2 starts this season. Only competed in the A division. Kevin Fry, only 1 start. Row 2, they are main competitors in the A division. So set to do battle in heat race number 3. 8 laps. Top 4 transfer. We're green. Oh my. Paulson trying to pull a big slider. Short. Around. Already, and he could be going through the B main. And now, big wreck with Paulson. This is intense chaos. And now the battle for third. Wicked battle. 3 wide for the final spot. Chad Cote, look at this. He's up to 3rd from the back. Boydell currently 4th. Paulson in 5th. So you watch that battle closely. Paulson regains a transfer spot. Halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. Jesse Bandy leads Kevin Fry. 0.7 of a second is the gap. Boydell, the first one out. Does he figure something out? Fry goes to the bottom. Cote remains up top. Paulson again trying to set something up. Cote down on the bottom. White flag out. 1 to go. This is the battle for 3rd. Could be a battle for a transfer spot too if Boydell plays spoiler. It won't. Jesse Bandy wins heat 3. Fry 2nd. Cote 3rd. Paulson 4th. And can you believe this? Going to the LCS, John Short. believe that it's now 3 drivers in the top 5 in points that have to go to an LCQ. Heat Race 4 brought to you by Gambler Motorsports. Let's line them up this way. Daniel Vaught, Stephen Gollner in row 1. Gollner, the points leader, coming into the night. Kyle Moonen, Brian Moore Sr. in row 2. Jeff Flaro, Bob DeGood, row 3. And Connor Ross by himself in row 4. Two drivers we're waiting for, and they're all coming from the back. Gollner, obviously the driver to watch out for, being the points leader coming on in. Not the fastest car, though, tonight, as he starts second in this heat. But starting on the outside could be something he could use to his advantage, possibly. We'll just have to wait and see. And we will start without Flaro or Ross, both drivers coming from the B Rebels division as an invader. So 8 laps, 4 drivers already inverted, top 4 transfer. We'll have 5 drivers in this heat. 4 of them go in, 1 driver goes to the B main, where they'll have to race their way in. Winner of this heat starts in the 4th position tonight. Gollner and Vaught the front row. As we get ready to go green. Vaught 9th in standings coming on in. And here we go. Oh boy, Moonen tried to thread his way up to Needle, but did not work. It's Vaught with the edge over Gollner. Gollner with a slide job. He's got the lead for now. Vaught crosses over, tries to put a slider of his own. They are trading sliders back and forth. Doesn't work. Gollner keeps the lead. Bob DeGood, the first one out in 5th position. Moore Sr. 4th, Moonen is 3rd. Moore Sr. in the 5:58. The Penske look-alike scheme, I like to call it. Trying to set something up, but he's currently fading back to Moonen. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. 24's got to run for 2nd. Tries to put a slide job, and look at that onboard shot. And here comes a slider from Vaught. It's getting intense racing. So Moonen up to P2 thanks to a slide job, and it's closing in on Stephen Gollner. 0.3 of a second is the lead. Final lap underway in Heat 4. Your points leader out in the lead, Stephen Gollner, will protect it. Gollner wins Heat 4. Moonen 2nd, Vaught 3rd, Brian Moore Sr. 4th. And this is the B main brought to you by SBGC 3D Printing. So we had 4 heats, 16 drivers are in. We are taking 8, 3 drivers will go home. Confirmed through iRacing. Yes, that's how it will work tonight. Front row, Barry Gollner, Benjamin Kelsch, G.J. Boydell, Bob DeGood, row 2, Gary Offut, Patrick Spangler, Zach Chapman, Connor Ross, row 4, Brandon Schultz, Nathan Aldrich, the top 10, John Short, back in 11th. This is going to be a crazy B main for sure, with all the talent you've got here, and possibly, too, looking for 5 bonus points for a Hard Charger award. Don't forget your top 5 from each heat have received bonus points throughout the night. As the field rolls off, 10 laps is how the B main will go. Top 8 will go to the A main. The other 3 will get 20 points just for showing up and will not make the feature. Barry Goldner, Benjamin Kelch on the front row. Connor Ross, by the way, did not make the grid. He will not be racing tonight. So it'll be 2 drivers going home. Brandon Schultz. Right now, I believe it is Brandon Schultz and John Short. That would be actually Nate Aldrich and John Short, the first 2 out. Green. Goldner gets a good start there on Kelch, near contact. Let's watch closely. An 8th spot, Zach Chapman, the last one out, now out. Schultz currently up in 7th. It is a smorgasbord mid-pack. As you've got drivers trying to make their way up to the front. G.J. Boydell leads, 2 laps in the books. Kelch is 2nd. Update on the battle for 8th, a pair of 51s in this battle, and it's getting very tight. 3 wide, and I believe that's for 4th on the track. I don't know. This is going to be very interesting to see who's in and who's out. 3 wide again. This is going to get tight. 1 driver in the wall for the lead. Kelch tries the slide job. G.J. Boydell doesn't work. Brandon Schultz is in this too. Halfway down. Patrick Spangler, by the way, 3rd in points coming in, is currently out. He is stuck right now. And he's in 10th. Could you believe this? If Spangler didn't make it in. Slide job, Brandon Schultz. Kelch crosses over, 3 to go. Kelch loses it. Schultz to the lead. Now Spangler's making his way up. He's in 8th. D. Good, by the way, in the wall. He's done. Nathan Aldrich, by the way, would be the first one out. Spangler currently in 8th with 2 to go. This is for the last starting spot. Final lap underway. Schultz leads Kelch. Boydell 3rd. Shorts in 4th. They've been able to make their way up. From 9th to 1st, Schultz wins the B main. In the battle for 8th, Barry Goldner will start from last. Spangler finishes 7th. And Nathan Aldrich and Bob DeGood will go home. Final break of the night when we come back. 30 laps around Cedar Lake. Stay with us.
People want to have a one-stop shop. They need us for now all these different services, not just the heating and air side.
When things are going wrong, you want the company that's going to be able to get things done as fast as possible for you.
Today we're going to be in over 600 homes. What the customers can count on is we're going to send a competent person to your home with a vehicle that's stocked and prepared. We're going to do what's right.
Right now, we're waiving our $79 service fee with any Cool-Ray, Brightbox, or Mr. Plumber service.
GeForce TV delivers the excitement of short track racing to places it has never seen before. With dynamic production elements and state-of-the-art technology, GeForce TV proves what the racing community already knew. Race fans are plentiful and they are hungry for excitement. Last year, GeForce TV streamed over 250,000 hours of intense racing action for fans all around the world. Nearly 750,000 fans viewed our streams and on-demand videos. By the end of the racing season, our subscriptions rose more than 400%. What does all this mean for you and your business? Motorsports marketing in Canada has never produced such amazing and measurable results. Cashing in on the benefit of motorsports marketing is easier than it's ever been. Work with a team, work with a speedway, work with a series, or join the excitement directly with us at GeForce TV. We are excited to see you all back at the races. But until then, see it all on GeForce TV. Subscribe today for free at GeForceTV.net.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Coast2Coast Racing League, Cool Ray, and all of our fine sponsors, and all of the drivers here, we thank you for spending your Monday night with us. It is now time to meet the field for the Renegades feature tonight. On the front row, he's been a rookie debut phenom so far tonight, Blaine Brink. Next to Steven Fernberg, who is fourth in points, coming in. Row 2, Jesse Bandy and Stephen Goldner. Row 3, John Hine, Blake Chapman. Row 4, Kevin Fry, Kyle Moonen. Rounding out the top 10, Trent Verstraeten and Jesse Atkinson. Row number 6, Chad Cote and Daniel Vaught. Row 7, Tom Taylor and Jeff Barker. Row 8, Jeremy Paulson, Brian Moore Sr. Row 9, Brandon Schultz and Benjamin Kelsch. Rounding out the top 20, John Short, G.J. Boydell, Gary Offut, Zach Chapman, Patrick Spangler, and Barry Goldner. Round out the field. A lot of drivers that are very good so far this season in the back of the pack, and a lot of drivers in the front. Field rolling off for the feature. 30-lap feature tonight, as always, for the A Division Renegades. Let us know in chat who you got tonight for the feature and what you think about the racing so far, because this has been a fun night of sprint car racing and iRacing, no question about it. Caution laps do not count. One quick repair for all drivers in case they get in a wreck tonight. 1 to green until we set them off swinging. Blaine Brink, a rookie on the front row. Fourth in points, Steven Fernberg next to him. As we say, race fans, it's time to strap in and hold on tight, because these men are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is show time at Cedar Lake. First time around, it's Blake, Brink, and Fernberg side by side. Brink with the slider. Fernberg crosses over. Brink leads lap 1. Oh, no! No! Oh, no! Into the gas tank he goes. And Blaine Brink may have just cost himself a night. Fernberg leads. Bandy's second because Brink flipped off the track. No yellows needed. 3 wide for position number 3. Goldner battling with Fry and Hine for that spot. And falls back to 4th. Kevin Fry makes his way up to 3rd, a part-timer on the B side of things. Wheel to wheel for P3. Fry tries to slide on up in front of Goldner. He's got it. Goldner falls back to 4th. Nearly 3 wide for P5. Meanwhile, Fernberg leads by 1.2 seconds. Fry on the outside of Bandy. This is the battle for second spot on track. He takes it. Bandy falls back to third. Goldner thinks about looking on the outside. Your points leader having a great day so far. Kyle Moonen currently in fifth, up 3 spots from the start. How about Fry, by the way? Started from 7th position, and he's blinking. That's not good. Bandy has to deal with Goldner for the final podium spot. Goldner sends it in, uses the cushion off of turn 4. He's got it. Goldner up to third. Moonen side by side with Bandy for fourth. Again, the high side, the place to be. 3 wide. That's for 6th on track. Blake Chapman, the slider in front of John Hine. You've got Cote in the mix-up too. Mid-pack. Hine almost loses control where it's pretty rubbered up, and that's close quarters racing at its finest here at Cedar Lake. 10 laps complete. Steven Fernberg continues to lead. He's led the entire race so far, but Kevin Fry closing in. The gap down to a half second, just about on the 21. Moonen's up to third on Goldner. You can see we're just about a quarter of a lap away from lap traffic. That's the delta, I should say. Oh boy, hang on, Atkinson. Ryan in 7th just got loose. They're 3 wide for 6th on track. How about Brandon Schultz? Started from 17th and is up to 7th. Looks for 6th. Outside pass. Works well on Atkinson. Meanwhile, Fry is there. Gap down to 0.3 of a second. Battle for the lead is on here at the Cedar Lake Speedway. And now Moonen and Chapman starting to close things in too. They're working the outside of things. Your top 2 running the bottom. Yellow lights are on, and oh no. John Hine, who was running inside the top 10, has crashed in turn 1. First time in this feature, we look at the Malcolm's Bills build ready replay. This is actually in turns 3 and 4. I think Colte came up onto him and car just spun. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to the number 71. Hine coming in 6th in points tonight. And will fall back. So the first half of this race goes caution-free, even though there was a crash on lap 2. Shame for Blaine Brink. He has already ended his night tonight, and that's very unfortunate for him. He had a great night so far. And we definitely know he will be back in coast-to-coast competition in Monday Night Madness. 1 to green. We got to talk about Brandon Schultz. Started from 17th. He's already up to 6th. Watch out, Steven Fernberg and Kevin Fry. Watch that battle for the lead closely as well, because that was starting to be a lot of fun. And because we did not reach any lap traffic for the first half, I don't think we'll reach lap traffic for the second half of this race. We'll just have to see. Pace truck speeds in. Fernberg, the right to fire first. There he goes. Moonen taking a look inside on Kevin Fry for 2nd spot, and Fry is blinking pretty bad, and that helps out Moonen. Takes 2nd spot away on a daredevil slide job. Wheelie there for Moonen as the 2 are side by side for 2nd spot. Here comes Chapman in the 211, 3 wide for 2nd. And a battle for the lead. Here's Moonen on the outside. Side by side, you've got a new leader. Kyle Moonen to the point as it's a mess for 2nd. Oh, near contact there. That got close between Chapman and Fry. These drivers know how to race hard and race clean at the same time. 10 to go in the feature tonight. Oh, Fry! Wow! Nice save, but it cost him a couple spots. He falls back to 6th. You see the battle for 2nd between Fernberg and Chapman. Chapman came in 7th, Fernberg 4th in the standings, and that is close racing. You've got Steven Goldner in the mix-up too. Kyle Moonen came in 10th in the standing, has raced part-time this season, looking for win 2 on the season. Won earlier in the year at Volusia Speedway Park. That was a win he definitely needed. Oh boy, Fernberg accordions the field, and Chapman's gonna lose because of it. So Chapman falls back to 6th. Goldner has 2nd. Schultz now in a podium spot, up 14 spots, looking for the A&J Hard Charger Award of the race, and 5 bonus points. 5 to go here at Cedar Lake Speedway. Yellow is out. Jeremy Paulson in the pits. See what happened. Started, I think, with Barry Goldner. I don't know where Paulson is here at the time. Oh, 94 came down to the 36. Made a nice save there. But where's the 00 Paulson? Let's watch this thing. Now he's in a big race here. And this looks like mid-pack. Ooh, short came down. Took out the front wing. Bye-bye. Quick repair, I think, will be needed. So we will have about a 4-lap shootout. And that is what we will have. Moon, your top 2, top 3. Looking for win 2 on the season. Who's it going to be? Moonen, Goldner, Schultz, or the field? Who do you like, people? This is going to be a good finish to the end. About to go down. Schultz is looking inside. Wants to fire with Moonen. We're back to green. Moonen fights down to the bottom. Goldner top shelf. Uses the cushion. Tries to gain some ground. Now Moonen goes up top. They swap lanes. Goldner gets tight. 3 to go. Kevin Fry blinking once again in the number 21. Schultz a wheelie. Up on his hind wheels. Now trying to look inside for a second. That doesn't work. It's a mess behind them. Popsicles up. 2 laps left. Here comes Chapman trying to look inside. Here we go. Goldner looked inside. Final lap. It's on. Kyle Moonen versus Steven Goldner. Half a lap to go. Does Goldner set it in? Final time. Hits the tire. Last lap pass. Steven Goldner. He got it. Steven Goldner by 0.05 of a second. Oh, boy. A photo finish to the end. Holy moly, Goldner sent it in. And it's a points-paying win. Let's watch that move again. And we need a good camera for this. We need a good camera angle for this one. Here's how the pass was done. This is starting out down the back straightaway. Goldner sends it in. He even clipped one of the Tory tires, too. Moonen, I think, just got loose. Tries to cross over. This may be the best finish of the season. They touched. Moonen gives him a little good race. Ouch. That's got to hurt. That absolutely has to hurt. Let's see if we can watch. See if this one gives us a good shot. How about the spotter shot? Do we have a good angle there? I don't think we do. Oh, wait. Hang on. We're watching the wrong angle. Let's see. This is going to give us our best angle here. Look at that. That close at the line. And that is indeed a Kodak moment. Goldner can't even do the podium shot, unfortunately. Wow, what a finish. Kemper says great finish, and that Brink is the real deal. That was some fun racing tonight, without question. And we got to check with iRacing, too, and make sure that's the exact margin of victory here tonight. And .041. Closer on iRacing. But Goldner gets it done. Wow, save that one for the highlight reels for a long, long time. Let's get the top 3 in here. Brandon Schultz, first off, I apologize if I don't have a voice anymore after watching that. What did you see from your end? Because that finish was crazy.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. They're both teammates, so they're both giving each other a hard time for that race. But no, it was really good. It was best seat in the house to watch that finish for sure.
Excuse me. Let's see here. Hard Charger, A&J Hard Charger of the race. As he had to come for the B main as well. How tough was that?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I just made just a stupid move in the heat, my own fault, and put ourselves behind the 8 ball. And I don't know. We were okay at the beginning of the A, but we were really bad at the end. I don't know. I just couldn't get any traction going, and I don't know. Car could have been a lot better, but it was still a fun race. This is my hometown track, so it's always fun to race here. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Tell me about the sponsors you got. Who else you want to shout out tonight?
Yeah, I just got to thank all the boys at Bandybuilt. Congrats to Moonin and Goldner 1, 2, 3 tonight for us, so that's awesome. I got to thank Bio.com, Dirt Doctor Trucking, ABR Setup Shop, Velocity Race Designs, Powerhouse Motorsports. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few like usual. Fits Perfect Photography, and just Roger for the league and you for the broadcast.
Appreciate it, man. Congrats on the win, or on the third place finish. Sorry. So Schultz comes home in third. All right, we're going to bring in Kyle Moonin, but we're also going to bring in, too, Brandon Schultz, because, not Brandon Schultz, Steven Goldner, because these guys are team. Oops, sorry, Brandon, not you. We need Steven Goldner in here. Make sure we get this all figured out. Yep, we do, because these two are teammates, and they put on an incredible show at the end. First off, to Steven, how in the world did you do it on the last lap?
I just kind of started getting runs up top. It wasn't there all race until maybe 5-6 laps to go, and I just kind of committed to that and hopefully get a good enough run through 1 and 2 to do something in 3 and 4, and I got lucky there.
And then you made the move on the bottom stick. That's been very tough all night unless you were able to put a slide job, but you just did that straight up, especially because Moonin was right to your right. That was incredible, man.
Yeah, I was gonna run a slider there, but I knew I didn't have enough room with Moonin running the middle where he was, so I kind of had to just commit to the bottom and hope for the best. I hit the tires a couple times and just kind of on the exit, I made sure I was on the throttle in the moisture and try to get a good launch. But yeah.
Kyle, first to you. I want to start with just from your perspective, just the final lap from your perspective. Did you get loose perhaps in turns 3 and 4? How was it from your end?
Yeah, I got a little loose going in there, and it was fun, to be honest with you. I rather lose one that way than wrecking or something like that. And I really didn't want that last caution for sure. That hurt me, but I mean that was pretty cool. So I thought I'd get a chance to cut back below him and get in the moisture there and pull him off the corner, but didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna have a chance to pull off the unbelievable shocker there. And then funny thing at the end after the checkered flag, Kyle gave Steven a little good race thing. That good race hit was a little bit too much for Steven as He flipped the car and couldn't even do the podium shot.
Oh yeah, that was one of those when I just kept it mashed to the floor going across the line, hoping the finish line would get farther and farther down, and then I was kind of laughing, and I didn't mean to, and he was stuck on his lid, so I went and flipped him back over.
Hey, I don't blame you, but you got a lot of class. Who you guys want to give shout-outs to tonight?
Just pretty much everyone, at Bandy Built, Ross Crenette, Velocity Race Designs. He does all of our paints and Fitz photography. He does quite a bit of pictures, and ABR setup shop, and you guys for the broadcast, and everyone for the league.
Steven, anything else you want to add?
No, I think he's got it all covered.
All right. Gentlemen, we will let you go. Congratulations on a great run and a great finish.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
So Steven Goldner and Kyle Moonen, 1, 2, and a photo finish. We're going to take this opportunity to watch this entire final lap from the aerial shot we've got from the blimp. We're going to watch this in real time and just give you a better perspective on how this went. 3 car lengths. We knew this was going to be close. Schultz almost played a factor in it, getting to the inside of Goldner. There you see it. Look at that move. Look at that move. And that close at the line. Wow. Folks, mark that down as the fireworks light up too. Mark that down as the best finish of the season. Nothing, I don't think, will top it the rest of the summer. Just absolutely incredible stuff as Goldner does his celebratory flip. I mean, it's not really celebratory, but you know what I mean. So there you see it. 0.041 is the margin of victory. 0.04 of a second between Goldner and Moonen. Schultz 3rd, 4th. Chapman, Fry 5th. Barker, Bandy 6th. Barker 7th. Atkinson 8th. Tough break for Fernberg. Led most of the race, and Daniel Vaught 10th. Goldner led 1 lap in this race, I believe, and it was the most important lap, the last lap of all things. Can you believe that? Show you the rest of the results on your screen. You got to give a shout out, though, to Blaine Brink, even though he finished last tonight in Renegades after flipping on lap 2. Out of the ballpark, no yellow was needed. He put on a good show tonight. Tough break, too, for John Short. So we know Goldner will remain the points lead over Schultz. I don't know if the gap's going to increase or decrease that much. I'm going to take a look. I think it's going to increase for Goldner because he had a top 5 in his heat, and Schultz had to go through to the B main. Schultz obviously gets the hard charger award tonight. So, just thinking here. Yeah, Goldner will extend the lead on Schultz just a little bit. Spangler finishing 12th is going to lose a bunch in points, and I think Fernberg will close in a little bit on him, and he will. Victory Lane, by the way, tonight brought to you by Cool Ray Heat and Air Conditioning. Their goal is to make sure that race tradition of 100% customer satisfaction lives on today. Cool Ray is proud of their reputation of providing excellent service to homeowners and businesses in Georgia. Their mission is to continue to build long-lasting relationships with their customers through their winning spirit and commitment to 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So we will bid adieu on tonight's broadcast. Let's tell you what's coming up the rest of the schedule here on the broadcast. Wednesday night, Father-Son night for Hometown Heroes. Grade 305s, midgets, and 410s all fixed. Thursday night, Thunder at Kokomo with 358 big block modifieds and the Pro late models. Check that all out on OSRN. We are back next Monday at Lima Land Motorsports Park. Same time as always, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So that will do it for us on the broadcast tonight. On behalf of everyone at Coast2Coast Racing League including Roger Craig, Preston Cranmer, all the admins and race control guys. Special thanks to all of our sponsors, too, our title sponsors, Coast2Coast Racing Network, Malcolm's Mills Mill Riding, Empire Super Sprints, Mr. Plummer as well, iRacing League Manager, the Pitside Podcast. Check them out each week. Icon Sim Sports, the Super Dirt Car Series, Gambler Motorsports, Can-Am Racing Team, SBGC 3D Printing, A&J Custom Creations. Marty Sakala signing things off for tonight. This has been a presentation of Monday Night Madness. Big congratulations to Stephen Gollner getting the job done on a last lap pass here at Cedar Lake Speedway.